Have you ever wondered what happens when an online fantasy crashes into reality? Let me tell you a story about love, lies, and the filters we hide behind. Meet Karim. He was, for lack of a better word, ordinary. So ordinary that if being plain was a superpower, he'd be a superhero. He was the kind of guy who blended into the background, a human-shaped shadow just trying to get by. One evening, scrolling through his phone, a thought sparked in his mind, maybe I can find love online. It was a hopeful thought, a little glimmer in his otherwise beige existence. But then, a wave of insecurity washed over him. He looked at his reflection and saw nothing special. So he made a choice. Instead of uploading a picture of himself, he found photos of a ridiculously handsome model. You know the type: chiseled jaw, perfect hair, a smile that could probably negotiate world peace. The pictures were so stunning, they practically broke the internet. And that's when Layla entered the picture. She was sweet, kind, and her heart was an open book. She saw the handsome face and read the charming messages, and she believed it all. She fell for the man in the pictures, the man she thought was Karim. She poured her heart out to him, sharing her dreams, her fears, and her deepest secrets. For Layla, this was real. It was a love story written in late-night texts and heartfelt emojis. The connection felt so strong, so genuine, that she was willing to risk everything for it. Their relationship, built on this digital foundation, quickly became the center of her world. But her family wasn't convinced. They were skeptical. "You've never even met him," they'd say. "How can you be so sure?" The arguments grew more intense, creating a rift between Layla and the people who loved her most. She felt misunderstood, trapped between her family's doubts and the powerful emotions she felt for the man she knew only through a screen. The pressure mounted until one day it reached a breaking point. After a massive fight, Layla made a life-altering decision. She packed her bags, left her family home, and moved to a completely different country to start a new life, clinging to the promise of the love she believed in. And you know what? She didn't just survive, she thrived. Away from everything she knew, Layla discovered a strength she never realized she had. She built a new life from the ground up, becoming strong, independent, and incredibly successful. She found her own footing, created her own happiness, and stood tall on her own 2 feet. She was no longer just a girl dreaming of love, she was a woman who had built her own empire. The dream of a man in a photo had pushed her out of the nest, but she had learned to fly all on her own. 2 full years passed. 2 years of Layla building her new reality, while Karim remained hidden behind his digital mask. The guilt had been eating away at him, a slow, corrosive drip on his conscience. He had watched her flourish from a distance, amazed by the woman she had become. He knew he couldn't keep up the lie forever. It was time. With trembling hands, he typed out the message he had rehearsed in his head 1,000 times. It was short, but it held the weight of 2 years of deception. He wrote, "Layla, I have to tell you something. I'm not the guy in the photos, I'm the guy in the mirror." He hit send, his heart pounding in his chest, bracing for the explosion he knew was coming. But the explosion never came. Instead, a calm, composed reply appeared on his screen just moments later. It was from Layla. She wrote, "I know, Karim. Thank you for being honest, but that story is over." Her words were not angry or hateful, just final. There was a quiet dignity in her response, the kind that comes from true strength and self-worth. Karim was stunned by her composure. He hadn't expected this. In a desperate attempt to salvage something, anything. He tried to make a joke, a last-ditch effort to rewind time. He quickly typed, "Come on, maybe we can start fresh, this time with my real face." He hoped a little humor might open a door he had so firmly shut. Her final reply was what truly shattered his illusion. It was swift, clear, and carried the weight of a profound lesson. She wrote, "Karim, your face was never the problem. The problem is you were a filter and I was real." And with that, the conversation ended. In that one sentence, Layla summed up the entire tragedy of their story. It was never about his looks. It was about the dishonesty, the illusion, the fundamental mismatch between his pretense and her reality. From that day on, Karim finally understood a truth that had been staring him in the face all along. Filters can make pictures look better, but they can't make lies beautiful. In the end, authenticity is the only thing that truly connects us, and a beautiful lie will always be just that, a lie. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this story with me, if it resonated with you. I'd be so grateful if you'd like this video and subscribe to the channel for more stories that make us think and feel. Stay true to yourselves. See you in the next one.